the closing doors, please.
Hey, what's up, ladies?
Hello. Hey.
Can you tell me your names and where you guys from?
Angelica. And I'm from Jamaica, Queens.
And my name is Damani, Miss Godiva, and I'm from Brooklyn.
Hey, Brooklyn in the house. Queens get the money. So, ladies, tell me some things you like about Queens and Brooklyn.
Let's see, Queens. Queens is good. It's quiet. It's kind of like a little bit of Long Island-ish, so it's all right. I do like Brooklyn though. I'll tell you that much. I'm always in Brooklyn.
Hello, Brooklyn. I love Brooklyn so much. Reason being is because it still got that Brooklyn swag, and no matter how much is gentrification is going on, I still feel Jay-Z. I still feel Biggie. Okay, so that's why I love it.
Any things you dislike about those two?
About Jay-Z or Biggie?
Oh no, I'm sorry.
I was like,
Queens and Brooklyn.
Everything about them. Let's see, Queens. I love my city. Like, there's nothing I don't like. No way.
There's one part of Brooklyn where you should just not walk because there's just all this shit on the street, all these dogs are using the bathroom in the street, okay? And I'm sitting there and I'm like,
owners
come
are
on.
encouraging
Nobody's
their
picking it up.
dogs.
Nobody's picking it up, and I'm wondering why. But whatever.
Yeah, there's a couple of those streets in Queens. In Briarwood.
Have you ladies been to the other boroughs, like the Bronx and, you know, of course, Manhattan and Staten Island? And can y'all talk about them?
Okay, the Bronx. Let's start with the Bronx.
Sorry, I don't go to the Bronx.
Okay, I went to the Bronx when I was up to no good. Alright?
That's when I go to the Bronx.
About the Bronx.
Always up to no
when
good.
you're up to no good, alright? There's nothing wrong with that. Or when I go eat at my boyfriend's mother's house, because she makes some banging ass food. So, Staten Island. You gotta take a boat there.
That's not fun.
That's not fun at all.
It's not, especially in the dead of winter, December. Girl, no, I'm not going to Staten Island. You will never see me in Staten Island in the winter time.
Maybe to do like a Titanic shoot.
Not even. I'd be sitting there like,
kiss me. No, I have a friend, one of my best friends that lived out there. Her name is Grace. She's great. But she moved to Brooklyn. So it tells you a lot about Brooklyn. It's the place to be at this point.
Talk about the culture here. Like, what can you find? Like, explain.
Okay, being Hispanic, let's see. So, you got all the Spanish foods on Junction, like by Roosevelt, 7 Line. Okay, if you want some soccer, you go to Flushing Meadow Park. You got all the Spanish soccer teams. Let's see. If you're brought up in a strict Spanish household, you can't do what you want until you move out. So if you're 20-something years old, you're not doing what you want to do.
I found that out. I was like,
right? So get it together. If you don't like it, get the fuck out.
Move.
Alright?
For me, I'm actually Panamanian and African American, but so many people just classify me as African American, which is great. So the Spanish people be talking, you know, whatever they want about me. I'd be like, I know what you said, you know. But the reason why I made this agency is because I felt like America, it's time to love us. It's time to love black girls, okay? It's time to love Afros. It's been 500 years. It's long enough, okay? So I was like, my agency is nothing but non-traditional models, from Indians to African Americans to Puerto Ricans to Dominican girls. I'm getting all of y'all, okay? I want the variety because we are beautiful. I'm tired of little girls bleaching their skin to become lighter. Okay, you're beautiful the shade you are, whatever it is. You're gorgeous. Your hair is gorgeous. You don't have to straighten it all the time. Okay, I understand different hairstyles, but get to know you. Get to know your hair. This is natural. I be killing it.
Yeah.
What you guys do on a daily basis? Like, what's your day like?
Okay, so I don't don't know about you, but girl, my days just go and go and go. I'm starting my own agency. I just started it at the end of July. July 31st is when we signed the papers, me and my COO. It was crazy. We was like, are we really doing this? We printed out the sheets. Girl, let me tell you, when we was trying to print this out, my whole printer acted up. And I was like, no, God, no, don't let this happen.
You gotta love the struggle.
Yeah, it was the struggle. And I'm in my house with the printer, and he's like, go, you can do it. It's like 16 pages. So we signed that, and then we started doing shoots. He's also the creative director, and our shoots have been fabulous. It's nothing but non-traditional models, makeup artists, photographers, directors, freaking everything. Designers, jewelry, fashion designers, anything you can think of. So it's just my awesome little talent agency that you're now a part of. One of the models. Hello, say hello. Queens only.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, I'm a supervisor coordinator at Allen Healthcare. It's my day job. All right, my night job, I do stripping. No, I'm just kidding. You're like, no. No.
I don't know what she's talking about.
No. I like to model on the side. I do like to model. I also train Wing Chun, which is a form of Kung Fu. Working out. I think modeling, I got into it mainly because of the art. I like to do it for the art. I get to dress up
be beautiful,
you know, and not only just that, it's just Monday through Friday I have to do a 9 to 5, I have to be very business casual, like, so modeling gives me the opportunity to be myself.
Exactly, in front of a big beautiful camera like this.
Exactly. And not just that,
and just be cute, you know, and it's okay. And nobody's sitting there judging you. Exactly. Oh my God, you're taking a selfie. Shut up. Why are you not taking a selfie?
That's your problem, not mine.
Yeah. So, I mean, I started it for the same reason. Like, when I started modeling, it was crazy. I was in print. I modeled for the Fashion Institute of Technology. And then after that, when I had to find the photographers, it got shadier and shadier and shadier. And I was like, why do girls with like curves have to go through only booty magazines and like XXL? Why can't we be high fashion? So that's what started this whole thing up. And now I'm here with Miss Beautiful.
Would you say you have any inspirations or influences that are from New York that made you want to do this in terms of management and participation?
Honestly, I've been listening to Jay-Z and Beyonce my entire life.
Big deal. The thing, for example,
make the song cry, all of that.
Like, I'm not gonna front. Jay-Z. All right, we're not gonna get into Jay-Z and Nas, but you could tell that one of them was obviously more business savvy than the other, and that's why they made it so far. So you can only be so much of a hard worker. You have to be a smart worker. That's it, right? That's all it comes down to.
Cool.
Smarter, not harder.
Exactly, and you gotta survive because everyone is talented here in New York.
Yeah, we're a dime a dozen. Models are a dime a dozen. You gotta be the best one out there.
You gotta be different.
You can't just stand there and look pretty for the camera. Like, just like, oh, I'm cute, and then cheese. No, you better work, okay? And if you're not working, you really not working, because nobody's gonna hire you if you're just standing there looking pretty. I'm model coach too, by the way, so you'll be fine. I'll be like, hey, go like this, go like this, go like this. You know, you'll be fine. I got you.
There we go.
Cool.
And network. Definitely always network. You'll survive like that. Network.
You guys have talked a lot about, you know, a lot of powerful feminism and all that vibe. Can y'all talk about the guys in New York? What are the guys in New York like?
You guys need to get it together. I gotta say, I mean, like, take a girl out, you know, don't just Netflix and chill it all the time. You know, you gotta really put in that time, put in that work, be her friend.
Yeah.
Be somebody that she wants to talk to, not just come over and do what y'all do, you know? Build something. Don't just leave and go and then just start with another thing over and over and over. Then you get confused.
It's like a lot of guys out there, like the smart guys, a little like, you know, nerds, they're all like, oh, the girls always leave us for the bad guys. Like, no, those are dumb girls, because bad guys,
you don't want those anyway. Let those go.
So just as long as you find somebody that is just as hungry as you are. If you're not hungry, go find yourself somebody that's not hungry.
Yeah, I found
If you
somebody that
are,
got me
then-
nice and hungry. We be hungry together. We be like, let's go.
We ain't starving
Let's go.
out here.
Let me
right?
tell you what he does. He started his own magazine. He used to work for a magazine called Brooklyn. It's spelled the old way, like BRUCKLEN or something. And he was just like, hey, I need to make a magazine. And his is called Creative Empire. It's with the 8 in it, so CR8, TIBE. And his magazine is an empire. Like, he has a fashion one, he has a business one, and he has a fitness one. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, yo, we are about to kill it. Do you know our meetings are like in the bed and we're sitting there planning shit in the bed, And that's really, you gotta do that. You gotta be hungry when you live in New York. You gotta be ready to go.
You gotta meet that kind of guy too, because a lot of guys out here looking for one thing and one thing only, and if you get heartbroken by that, like, you're pitiful.
I was pitiful.
That's pitiful. Like, I hope that if they're looking for one thing, you should be too. All right, and bounce until you find something that's worth it, please.
Exactly.
Are you ladies into sports? That's the next question I asked.
Okay, I was. I'm not gonna lie, I was into volleyball. I wasn't great.
We
but
was talking about that.
Yeah, we were just talking
We
about
went to
this.
high school together, volleyball team.
Yeah, I slacked off. Right now what I do is, like I said, Wing Chun. I train. It keeps me sane. Also, I was very hot-headed and very, as you can say, ratchet. So no, I'm saying now it's better. I mean, I still do have that side. Don't play.
Yeah, don't play. We from New York.
I don't have time for it as much, I guess, maybe.
Do you guys like New York sports? Like any teams from here?
Well, there was always a fight in the house for me because my dad was all for the Yankees and my mom was all for the Mets. And then you'd see her in her orange and navy blue, and you'll see him in his navy blue and white, and I'm sitting there like, oh God, and they're yelling and they're just going off at the top of their lungs, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, whose parents are these? Like, they're not mine. I don't even know what side to pick because I'm just like, I don't want to choose sides. You never know, because it gets serious, okay? It gets serious.
No, my brothers were the same, but my dad was a soccer. He still plays soccer. He's like 63 years old and still plays soccer. Like, so my mom was into baseball too. My brothers, them too, but I wasn't really into baseball, basketball. I like watching basketball. Like, I went, to like watch a school play one time, and it's like, it's really like
it's live. I
had
to become a cheerleader.
Like,
I was like, yo, I'm gonna be a cheerleader for basketball, and I did it.
Compared to watching like baseball, I get bored. I zone out with baseball. I'm like, what just happened again? Because I was fucking eating because I got bored.
So Knicks, Giants, none of those teams, nah.
I don't know enough to say.
I'm not gonna.
Sorry.
I don't.
Okay. All right.
And
So
I don't want to disrespect by picking one, and then you don't know nothing about them. Like those girls, I'll be like, oh my God, I'm all for the Giants. And then you ask them a question, it's like, oh, what do you think about Ted Barker? I don't know any Giants names, but then they don't know what the heck to say.
Like, no, I don't like him. No, not him.
what's the party life like here in New York?
Crazy. It's really crazy. Like, I know promoters, and I also have promoters as part of the creative agency, and oh my God, one moment you're in Greenhouse, the next moment you're in Flute, the next moment you're like in a warehouse party,
Bell Boulevard in Queens, that whole strip, Astoria, all the like hookah spots, places like that.
And you better end the night with some diner food. We have 24-hour diners all over the city. 34th Street has one of my favorite diners.
Yeah, you go to a diner,
right there
it's
on
like
34th.
5 o'clock in the morning. And
TikTok diner.
And you might be kind of like over the mollies, possibly, if you're into it, right? And then all of a sudden, it's like, you're tight because the sun's coming up, and you hate to see the sun coming up
always,
because that means that you're probably about to come down, right?
And then you crash until the next day.
And then you crash for like a week, and then you feel like you want to kill yourself. So don't take long.
Cool, cool.
I took it for my 21st birthday. I had a party bus. I had 30 people on this party bus, okay? It was a carnival theme, so I had on a bustier. It was red and black. I had on a little hat. I had a little gold skirt on. It was literally this long, okay? I had fishnets. And there was poles in the party bus, okay?
If I was with you
so I
on
was
Molly, I
dancing.
probably would have been touching your outfit.
And I didn't have a boyfriend, so all my friends was there, and I was just like, yes. And it was like a party favor. One guy came on the bus, and he was like, hey, you get him on, you get him on, you get him on.
Yeah.